So I'm pretty sure we all gathered that Respawn kept a secret from us about the SBMM in Apex.
Currently on social media, you may see your favorite creators complaining about skill-based matchmaking on Apex Legends.
Apex has obviously been making some changes, and a lot of times it seems like they make changes without actually telling us, and so sometimes patch notes can come out and things won't be specified, and yet you still feel a difference in the gameplay. Or sometimes it's even happened with certain guns being changed and those updates prematurely came out.
All right, some quick round table questions. Is SBMM harder, yes or no? 4B, we'll start with you first.
100% SBMM is significantly harder than it has been in the past.
Ever since Season 18 dropped, it's had its fair share of negative and positive reviews. Mostly more negative than we see positive, as per the usual. Usually, we always see the Twitch streamers, content creators, pro players, Discord mods, and even Twitter keyboard masters complaining about the game. However, this time, the entire community is up in arms about this. So what exactly brought upon this uproar? Why haven't they addressed SBMM or said anything about it? Well, they did say something about it. It was a while ago, but it's definitely not lived up to what it is right now. Apex Legends currently makes matches using your pre-made party's best player skill rating, and our system does consider your pre-made squad's size when matching you with opponents. We're working toward creating fairer matches compared to today as you play with friends of different skill levels. We are currently in the process of retiring our old skill-based matchmaking SBMM system for a new one that more accurately groups our players based on skill, and thus lets our matchmaking algorithm make better decisions when forming groups. The end goal here is to create fairer matches and experiences that are more fun for all. Sounds good on paper, doesn't it? So, they didn't necessarily lie about changing the system. They did change the system, but the part about matching you with players and teammates based on previous matches and your skill level? Yeah, let's talk about that. As we all know, Apex Legends now changed from SBMM and uses a system called EOMM, which stands for Engagement Optimized Matchmaking. And with the beginning of Season 18, Respawn didn't mention anything to anyone about them changing the matchmaking for the game. It doesn't feel like they lived up to what they told us about matchmaking at all. Basically, every single time you get into a game and Apex feels like you should win, get a lot of kills and damage, the game will generally give you decent teammates. The lobby won't be filled with sweats and 3 stacks. Oh, side note, I did ask my non-gamer girl what a 3 stack is, and she did tell me that she thinks it's a stack of donuts. And honestly, she's not wrong. Anyway, as I was saying, the moment you get that win, that's when the SBMM decides to take a turn for the absolute worst. Now, when you get into the next game, Apex will probably decide that you should lose your next 3 games, and hence, you will get paired with terrible teammates, and your lobbies will be filled with neo-strafing octanes, wingman wielding rates, and multiple stacks of donuts. This is the toxic process of EOMM. The game will limit your wins and successes to keep you playing and playing in order for you to strive for that next win. It's an extremely addictive system, especially with the way Apex is structured as a game. This is one of the many reasons why we all both love and hate Apex. As you can clearly see, all it takes is for you to type in SBMM on Twitter to bring up countless tweets about the skill-based matchmaking in Apex Legends. Everybody has a say about it this season, and the thing is, it was very recent, in Season 17 and even Season 16, that the SBMM was decent and not half as bad as it is right now. The famed phrase throughout the community this season is, if I wanted to play ranked, I would play ranked, not pubs. I just want to relax in pubs. And honestly, it's extremely fair to say so. However, the thing is, SBMM is very necessary for a game that has a very high skill gap, like Apex. If we didn't have SBMM, the guarantee is that we would probably be getting placed randomly with a bunch of different sweats every single game, especially if you're a new player with without the remorse of actually trying to play the game to understand it, given that you're a new player. But there is a difference between it being too much and it being necessary. Respawn likes people spending as much time on their game as possible, and with the infinite issue of 3 stacking, it also does make pubs significantly harder to play and even enjoy as a casual player. It's completely understandable that a lot of pro teams and good players use pubs as a way to warm up for ranked, but the SBMM this season seems to place you in lobbies where the 3 stacks make up just about half that lobby. It's very easy to tell when a team is 3 stacking purely because of their coordination. But by placing so many 3 stacks into one lobby, it creates the problem of something like pubs, which is supposed to be fun, relaxing, and enjoyable, to drastically taking away from all of those aspects and basically gives you 2 ranked modes instead of one of them being pubs.